Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Last Page podcast. We are your hosts, Mariana and Nikki.
Guys, we are so back with our normal intro. Welcome back to regularly scheduled programming. Who watched last week's episode? Because it was a jump scare right in the beginning.
Raise your hand. It was a jump scare, and I literally just told Nikki before we started recording. I was like, it felt so wrong having Ben read my lines.
I know. If you guys didn't see it, you need to go back and watch that episode. It's our Valentine's Day episode. So, we included the boys in a little cameo at the beginning, and they did good. I will say they were very prim and proper. With, they've got some work to do, but they have great podcast voices, I will say.
Yeah, it's funny because it was like a little script. Like they each had their little lines.
Well, Ricky kept going off script and I kept having to cut those out. So I was like, how about we just keep it PG-13 and we say the lines as delivered? And he was like, okay.
Yeah, it was funny. I hope you guys really liked that. I think so far so good. My lizard girls are out there. So
we've got STG deep in the comments, guys. Comment snails, as you know, STG. Snail Trail Gang.
Don't do that. Okay, so
Mariana, tell us, how was your weekend?
My weekend was great. I kind of brought you guys along on our Instagram stories, but I went to Paris and I was
I'm so jealous.
reading soft reading, Wuthering Heights. And unfortunately, I only got to chapter 2. Like I didn't even read it because I got motion sick. Okay, 2 things happened. I was on the train, perfect. I had my snacks. I had my chocolate muffin, like perfect. However, we didn't get to choose our seats in the sense that like I was going reverse.
Oh,
like I was
hate that.
I know it's going fast enough where you kind of don't feel it, but I was like looking, and once we were outside, because we were under the tunnel for a while, once we were outside, I felt it in deep in my bones, and so I just had to stop.
You are a motion sick baddie, I will say. And that's not the type of book to be reading whilst motion sick on a train, because you really got to focus.
No, I was trying to focus, so I stopped. But
I'm telling you, the audiobook is where it's at.
I know. I need to just do it. But whatever.
Well,
but yeah, I went to Paris, and it was sweet.
I was going to say, one thing that is good news that I've heard is that even though the film is a loose adaptation, granted, by the time you guys are listening to this, the film is out. So y'all might know already if you like it or not. I've heard that they're only adapting volume 1, like the part 1 of it. So it kind of cuts in half what we have to read. I am going to still read the whole thing, but.
Yeah, that's good because I didn't know there was part 2. So until you told me last time.
I know.
So yeah, let us know what you thought because I think I will have watched it. I think I'm going to just watch it before I read it, or I'll just start listening to it.
Yeah. I definitely want to see it, but there's a lot of questions that I have about it because, they've changed some things that make it a little problematic. Yeah, we like to ask questions. We like to dig deep. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, making it problematic. Yeah. Also that.
Yeah. Tell us about Paris, though. How was it? Did you see Johnny Kavanaugh?
Yes, I did. So we went to Paris to see the rugby game, Ireland versus France, and we did lose, so I don't want to talk about it. But it was really fun and a lot of family time, good food, good-ish coffee. It was raining and then it was sunny. It was a very quick trip. Ben and I were like, I didn't realize how quick of a trip it was. I thought it was like 4 hours, but it's only 2.5 hours. So I think we're going to try to go more. Yeah, on the Eurostar. I think we're going to try to go
together.
More. Yeah. We took the Euro train together.
And then,
oh, yeah, we did that.
That was when we got off the train and you saw Ben on your first date. Wow.
That was my first date. I can talk about it in one of the questions because today we're doing a really fun episode and all we're going to do is talk about ourselves. I was telling Nikki, I'm so excited. We're going to talk about ourselves the whole time.
I was like, this will be an easy episode to film. She goes, why? Because we're just talking about ourselves the whole time. I'm like, yeah, no prep work required. Guys, we wanted to do like a little reintroduction because also we never really addressed this, but it's been a year of the pod, which is actually crazy.
I know.
As of basically end of January, it's been a whole year of the Last Page podcast. So first of all,
I would love to know who's been here since like our first funky episode that I recorded it back there and it was so bad.
The audio was bad. Sometimes we're still working on it. We're not tech girlies, but we love you all. whether you've been here from the beginning or if you're just joining. But let's let this serve as a reintroduction so you guys can get to know us. You know, we've split the questions up into two categories. We've got one just like general life questions, and then we've got one bookish related section. Yeah. So that way you guys can, you know, get to know us and get to know our reading taste. And I'm very excited about this.
No, I'm excited. And thanks for everyone who submitted a question and wants to get to know us
we love you
more. Yeah. We love to talk about ourselves. So that's perfect.
Yeah. We love you, but we love ourselves more. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah.
No. I have a few, I don't really have nothing to catch up on, but I went to the bookstore this weekend. Yeah, literally this weekend. Oh, on Sunday. I told Ben, I was like, hey, I'm going to go to the gym. And my gym was at 1. Fortunately, I had to get home at 5:30 because I like stayed there. I did the sauna. I didn't bring a book in there because I know that they get disintegrated.
Oh, God.
But I did. I popped by like the stationery store to get stuff for my journal. Mm-hmm. And then I ended up coming home with like a new coat and a new sweater. And,
right.
And Ben's
as one does.
After the gym at 12 p.m., I got home at 5:30, but I bought 3 books. So I'm very excited. I feel like these were popular at one point. Obviously, the first one is Niki. I think you read this. I've never read this. We were supposed to read it in school. To Kill a Mockingbird by Harper Lee. You read it?
Such a good book. Oh, I liked that one. And the movie's really good.
I know. And I just felt like it was good for me to read it, you know, now kind of, you know, life. You guys.
Yes. I was going to say, I get nervous about all these old books that we used to read in school because I'm like, is it problematic? Like, I don't remember there being any issues, but I know it deals a lot with race in the South, I think. But I don't know if it's problematic
in the Deep South, 1930s. So,
well, I mean, of course it's dealing with race in that context, but I remember I really liked it when I read that.
Yeah. So I am excited. I just honestly, people talk about it and I feel like it's an impactful book and I have no idea. So I need to read it. So I bought that book.
Love.
I also bought, have you heard of this one, Clara and the Sun? I've seen so many people talk about it in the last like 3 years.
No.
Looks like this.
No. I like the cover though.
Yeah, Clara and the Sun by...
Uh-oh. Let's see. Hold it up.
That's a hard one.
I could probably do it. I feel like I pronounce names usually
You're
right.
really good with pronunciation.
It looks like a Japanese.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Ishiguro. Kazuo
Ishiguro, I think is the last name. Kazuo Ishiguro. Sounds Japanese.
And I saw they wrote a few other books, like obviously on the shelf. There was like 4 other ones next to this one. I've heard a lot of good things about this one. If you've read it, let me know if you liked it. But I just have seen so many people. I'm not gonna tell you guys what it's about because that's gonna take too long. But I've seen so many people read it. So I bought that, and this is what I decided, okay? I'm gonna buy intellectual contemporary literary books. Yeah. And then I'm gonna read my funny little cowboy smut on my Kindle. Yeah. So
people when they come over, they're like, wow, she's smart.
I know. Okay, so that leads me into my last one, which is The Bell Jar by Sylvia Plath. Did you read this in school?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, I never read it, and so it's just like one of those things where it's like some people read it. Yeah, this is like
that one's dark.
Yeah.
Isn't that the one where she gets into the oven? No, that's her in real life.
But I actually have zero idea what this book is about. But it was the book club pick for Waterstones by me, so I just bought it.
Do they have a book club that
to go to the book club?
You get to like go to?
Yeah, they have one. But sometimes they choose like funky books, like new ones that they're trying to push out. So I'm like, no, I don't know. I don't want to read that.
You should go socialize, promote the pod. Sales pitch.
I know. I need to. Sorry, okay, so that leads me into, I bought all these 3 books. So if you were to see me, like a sweet little girl, buying these 3 really like intellectual, deep, like moving, like classic books, like you would say, whoa, she's so smart. She does not read any cowboy smut at all.
Yeah, for
and
sure.
So I was checking out, and the girl goes, whoa, like these are all great books. Like if this is your book taste, like you should read this one that I've been talking about forever. I Who Have Never Known Men. She's like, you would really like that. Like, if this is like your and I was like, oh yeah, I already own it. I just haven't read it before. And I was like, that's exactly, and literally brand new, you guys. I haven't even flipped through it.
Right.
So
I do want to read that one, I will say. And also, the covers of those are like so intellectual, smart girl energy. Yeah, cool girl. Cool girl.
No, I know.
I don't subscribe to that ideology.
Not a single naked man in sight.
Yeah, I'm like, where are the cartoon drawings of men shirtless with a hockey stick? Where
No,
is
I
the
know.
gay hockey smut? I want that now.
I know. So that's what I decided because I was gonna buy there's like a few books that I wanted to buy, like just fantasy ones. They didn't have them in the store to begin with, but I looked them up and they're on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm like, why am I
Oh,
buying all these books
wait,
that are
what
on Kindle
book?
Unlimited? Frick, I forget what it's called. It was just ones that I had seen when I was with you at Barnes and Noble, and I just took a bunch of photos,
Oh.
and they never had them here. So
Oh. Well, I
I
feel
know
like
it's
Kindle Unlimited, it's nice to just read it first and then buy it if you like it. You know, that's kind of how I'm trying to be this year, ideally, is like if I'm going to buy a physical book, maybe it would be the books for book club. But other than
yeah,
that, I want to read stuff, and then if I love it, then I'll buy it physically.
yeah.
But
I
I
mean,
did get
I
my
just
Wuthering
think that
Heights
I.
copy. I got this one.
Oh yeah, that's a nice one.
Yeah, it's pretty.
I just really liked reading Atmosphere because um I switched back between like listening to it and reading it, and it
Mhm.
was like a book that felt like a book.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I feel like these are books that will feel like books.
Yes, for sure. Oh,
So
okay.
I'm
She said
excited.
2026. I'm smart.
And also for anyone that's watching that we talked about journals the other day, I'll give you guys like a little journal tour on the
Oh,
Instagram
yeah.
stories,
Well, did
but
you see
just
how I called you
sneak
out?
peek. No?
Once again, it was we're gonna insert a photo, and then you never sent me a photo, so I said sorry, she didn't send me a photo.
Oh, of my journal? Like I'm cool. Like look at how many
Wow,
things
it's
I got.
pretty.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll have to
so
post. We need to make a highlight on Instagram, like BTS of the pod, or like
of all my
for
crap.
context, we'll call it, and then we'll put like our stuff we talk about on there.
Oh yeah, that would be good because I feel like sometimes we just say random stuff and it's like you are new to the episode and you have no idea who
Yeah.
we are. Why are you listening to us?
Well, you've picked the perfect time to join because today we are going to tell you all about us.
I'm excited. Should we dive in?
We should.
Oh, wait, one last thing. I haven't seen it yet, but Bad Bunny performed in the Super Bowl.
You didn't
I haven't
watch
seen it
it.
because of the time difference. I haven't watched it, but
I gave
I
her
did wear
homework. I
my
said, watch it.
little hoop earrings to represent my Latin heritage
I
because
love
I like
that.
love these.
Your hair looks so cute
My
like
mom
that.
used to have some like these that she gave me, and she bought them for me the other 2 Christmases ago.
No, your mom is such a diva and we love her. And Bad
Yeah,
Bunny,
she is.
you know, for the
Divo.
longest time I didn't think Bad Bunny was necessarily like hot and sexy for me.
Yeah.
I've changed my tune on that. I'm in you guys. I'm convinced. I'm on the Bad Bunny train. I loved every single second of it. I didn't understand one word he was saying. Of course, I don't speak any Spanish, but you know, I understood the language of hip thrusting. That is one thing I do
Mm.
understand, and so I loved every second of it.
Body language.
Body language. My favorite part was the set. Like it was just so
Yeah.
beautiful the way, like as we could see in the background when they were setting up and they were doing commentary, I go, he's building a casita. It was so cute because he had his little casita, and I was like, oh my god. And then he had all the local businesses. I loved it. I
I
loved it.
know. I know. I think again, I haven't watched it, but I've seen clips. I need to watch the whole thing and just like sit my ass down and watch. Because
Yeah.
Ben he's like, "Have you watched it yet?" And I was like, "No, have you?" And like, "No." We keep asking each other. It's like we should just put it on the big screen.
Yes.
I heard that there was like a lot of color, right? Like it's like very vibrant colors, and I feel like
Very.
that's such a big thing of like Latin heritage. It's like the colors, and when you go to like the DR or like anywhere, all the homes are different colors, and it's just like so many. It's
Yeah.
just yeah,
It was really
it's
pretty
so pretty.
visually, which I really liked. And I think that
Yeah.
was cool because obviously, and I know that this was like a big part of the controversy or whatever, because people are literally dumb, but it's like, oh, well, the entire thing is in Spanish. And most people in America like do not speak Spanish. So like most people watching it aren't going to understand. And I really felt like the storytelling visually made up for it because it's like, I
Yeah.
can tell what's going on. Like it's pretty clear, like whether or not the words match, like I get the message, you know?
Yeah.
And so I
Yeah,
feel
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was a genius that he did that because it like helped include other people too.
Yeah. And also like I don't need to understand to like know good rhythm. Like I don't need to understand to like know
Literally.
when to like bop my head, you know?
No,
Like
the music is so good. Well, and
yeah.
also respectfully, like this was not for us white people, okay? This was a
Yeah.
celebration of Latin culture and heritage, and it was a big fu to the face of everybody who has been really out
Yeah.
there doing the most recently. So I
And
loved
I
it.
will say I saw that like obviously Ricky Martin was in it. I don't know if you know. Do you know Ricky Martin?
Dude, everyone I was at our friend's house for like a whole party, and everybody goes, Ricky Martin? It was like all the millennials were activated. Same thing with, he does a little sample of Gasolina, and everybody goes, oh, is Daddy Yankee there? Like we all freaked out.
Yeah, it's like everybody knows because it's like such a big cultural thing, like reggaeton and just like Spanish music, and whether
Mhm.
it's like slow or fast, it's just, I mean, it's just so fly. It's
And
just
he
so
had Lady
fun.
Gaga
If
up there in her
anyone,
little
okay,
salsa
one
outfit.
thing is, if anyone hasn't watched this, I like force my sister to watch it, and you are like Latino or Latina, uh, Hispanic at all, watch Marcelo Hernandez's latest special on Netflix. I think it is. You know Marcelo from SNL?
Oh, yes. Yes, yes.
Okay, so he is Dominican, I think.
I don't know.
Where is he from? Colombia? I
He's the one
forget.
who did the whole thing with Sabrina Carpenter. That was like the big sketch
Yeah,
that
yeah,
was
yeah, the
viral.
Domingo
Yeah,
thing.
Domingo, that's what it was.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He has a Netflix special, and it talks about all about how his mom and his family came here to give, him and his sisters and brothers, whatever, like a better future. And it just talks about so many things that like Ben did not get. Like Nikki, you will not understand, but it's
Oh
just
my God.
hilarious.
I
Like
want to
if
watch
you
it.
know, you know.
Well,
Yeah,
a
it's
lot of
funny.
people for the Bad Bunny thing were talking about how it was like, oh, every like Spanish whatever like person understands this when there was a kid laying down on the chairs. It was like they were at like a wedding or a party or something, and there was a kid
Yeah,
taking a
yeah,
nap on the chairs, and everybody's like,
yeah.
everybody understands this. Like you go to your family parties and you're napping on the chairs because of whatever. And it's like it
Yeah.
was cute that it seemed like he integrated a lot of that little stuff that
Yeah.
people like only
And
would
so
you know
many,
if you
yeah, so
know.
many of the small businesses, I've seen so many girls posting on Instagram or Reels, like they had like the nail salon girls and
Yeah, yeah.
like panning over, or
The taco
I
guy is
forget,
in LA right here. He's in that what's that market, that like indoor market kind of in, I think it's in downtown. It's like
the
kind of like,
flower market.
no, it's like the indoor market that has a bunch of food stalls, and then there, next to it is like that weird like cable cart thing. I can't
I don't
remember
think I
what
know
it's
where.
called. Something market. I don't know, but they have a lot of like indoor food stalls. It's like really cool, like
Mm.
trendy, like little stuff. Whatever. There's a taco guy there who was in there. And the
Oh
older
my God, that's so
lady,
funny.
she has one of the last like I always forget what it is exactly, but she has a
Yeah, it's
bar
like
in
very
Brooklyn.
symbolic and
Yeah,
like,
very
yeah.
like, it's so cool that he highlighted like actual
Hmm.
businesses and stuff. It was beautiful. I loved it. I loved it.
Yeah, I did too. And I don't know Bad Bunny like that, but like I love it. Today they were playing it at the office, and like all these like British people were like, I don't know what's going on. They were like bobbing, but like no one knew.
No, we were
I
definitely,
was
me
like,
and
you don't want
Ricky.
to know what he's saying.
No, I think we would all be shocked. Me and Ricky were listening to him for like 2 days to prep for the
Oh
halftime
yeah,
show,
yeah. I
and it was
saw
just
that.
hilarious because we were like, shaking all over the place and whatever, not knowing one single second of what was going on, but we got the vibes, so it was great.
Yeah, exactly, exactly.
I
Love,
loved it. Yeah.
love.
Okay. Anyways, well, guys, it's time
This
to
is us.
jump in. This is this. Then that is the episode. Thank you for watching. Okay, so we gathered up some questions. So shall we begin?
We shall. And as a reminder, we are your hosts, Mariana and Nikki,
Yes, I am Nikki, and
and
she
I am
is,
Mariana.
yes, in case you didn't
I
know that.
wonder if people like listen without watching us, which like, what are you doing? We're like so beautiful, and confuse our voices.
We do kind of talk the same in a way. I think we definitely have a different voice, but then we get into the same sort of vibe. Like we started doing
Yeah,
this.
we already know.
Yeah. So, once we get together, we kind of morph a little bit. But let's
Yeah.
start off with a banger.
And we're
Emma.
identical twins, of course.
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, we look very similar. Obviously, I am
Yeah.
indeed Latina. We knew that. Yeah. So, first question comes from Emma, and she asked, "How did you become friends?" I figured this would be a good one to start with
That's a
because,
perfect one to start with.
yeah.
Because we're actually not friends.
No, because I actually don't like her. She just like kind of like bandwagoned onto me, and then
Yeah. Yeah, of course.
No, guys, if you didn't know, Mariana and I have been friends since college, which was how we met.
Mhm.
We technically like knew of each other freshman year. We ran in the same circles. Like we had a lot of mutual friends, but we didn't
Yeah.
really ever hang out. I think we just like casually knew each other in passing. But then Lynn's, our friend who you all know that we talk about as well, she and I were moving into an apartment sophomore year. So going into sophomore year, we needed an extra roommate because there was 3 of us already. We needed one more. And I think we posted on Facebook, right? Like in a Facebook group. And then you messaged me
Yeah.
or Lynn's or somebody and was like, hey, like, are you still looking for a roommate? And we were like, perfect. Like she knows like our friends, like whatever. So like this
Yeah.
girl's legit. And then we ended up living together. And that was kind of the catalyst of it all.
That was. And it's crazy because I remember seeing, like, we knew of each other, and I remember seeing Nikki around town, and, like, it was fly, you guys. Like, she's just, like, a beautiful model walking around, and
Yeah,
everybody's
right.
like, I remember so many people in my dorm had, like, crushes on you. Like, of
Oh,
course. You know
shut
who.
up. Oh my God. Well, I had crushes on them. So that's crazy.
Yeah. So, very funny.
I can't. That's so funny. No, we definitely had a lot of friends because both of our boyfriends at the time were in the same fraternity. So we like
Yeah.
knew everyone through that basically. And even still from then, like once we lived together and beyond, like had kind of similar friend groups.
Yeah, I think it just kind of works out too with like everybody kind of got along. We would always see each other.
Yeah.
Like I would see you out and about and stuff, and we lived in the same like community in college. So
Yeah.
like our feel like our dorm halls
It was
were
like
like not
nearby.
that far away.
And then
Um,
I was gonna say the funny thing that bonded us, I won't get too deep into it, but basically there
if
was,
you can.
yeah, there was, when we first moved into the apartment, everybody was there to move in, but then it was just the 2 of us for the first couple of nights. Our other 2
Yeah.
roommates were out of town, or
And
back home
Lindsay
or
always
whatever.
says that like she regrets not being there.
Yes, because we really bonded, and we were doing like little things around the house, and it was kind of still awkward because like we didn't really know each other, so of course
Yeah.
we're just like being polite, whatever. And we had this like tray that we wanted to paint to
Oh
match the
yeah.
couch or whatever, and we were painting
Can I
this
just
tray.
say, can I just say, our couch was black and red, and Lindsay's neighbor was gonna put it out on the street, and then,
And we
and then
took
we
it,
brought it.
and it was black and red and floral print.
Yeah, it was
And like
gross.
leather and red. It was gross. I mean, it was very college. But we were painting this thing and we just got into like random, you know how it is when it's like late at night and you are with a stranger and all of a sudden it's like the coworker effect where it's like
Yeah,
all of a
yeah,
sudden
yeah.
you're telling them all of your deepest life secrets. We just got into like hilarious conversation. We were like really vibing, and that was just kind of what started it all. And
Yeah.
then from there, we also have, if you guys don't know this, our birthdays are back-to-back days in April.
Yeah.
So that also was a pretty quick,
It was like we're meant to be for
yes.
us.
So we were indeed meant to be because we're, twins, like I said.
Yeah,
She's only
identical.
born one day before I, so there you go.
But also after that, obviously, like we lived together with Lynn's, and then we had another roommate, and so they were sharing a room. Lynn's and Nikki shared a room, and I shared a room with our other roommate, and we all lived together. But like every summer, Lindsay would go back home to do her work, and then Nikki and I would just kind of stick around town, like doing
Yeah.
our little jobs on campus because we needed to be able to afford food and stuff. So
Yeah.
I feel like because we were together every summer, for like what 2 summers in a row, we were living together, and
Yeah.
we were not for the other. But yeah, we like got really close. So we're
We
so
also
funny.
studied abroad together with Lynn's as well. So we went
Yeah,
to Madrid and we went to Rome. That was also a bonding experience. And then we lived together for how many years after we graduated? 2? Year and a half?
2 years. Yeah,
Yeah. So we also lived, and that was when we had been
that was
friends
when we were
for
like
3 years.
actual roommates.
That's when we were actual roommates. And you guys, we actually had like kind of a giant room in our apartment, but we literally, our beds were actually probably this far apart. Like I think you could
Yeah,
barely stand
like six
between.
inches probably.
Yeah, so we could like hold hands from bed. So that's like how close
And
we
we
really
did.
were. Oh, and we did. Yeah, we did. She would always like stick her feet out and touch me with them. And it was just like, we called them our little twins because we were little twins. We
We were
sat right
little
next to
twins
each other.
then.
So,
Yeah.
and
It
then
was,
she
yeah,
left
we had a
me.
huge room, huge closet. It was perfect because
It was.
you guys, we each only paid like $600.
Dude, it was literally $600 a month. But you know
Yeah,
what's
it's insane.
crazy is right after college, we lived in a 3-bedroom apartment, and it was like not a super updated one, but it was nice. Like it was high ceilings,
Yeah,
whatever. I think
it was in
that
Newport.
entire 3-bedroom in Newport Beach was $3,000 a month, which
Yeah,
is crazy. That's less than my tiny 2-bedroom now. Like, how does that even
I
make sense?
know. It was
Anyways, the
crazy.
good old days
Yeah,
back before COVID when things were cheap.
I know. But I feel like since then, like we've known each other what since 2014. Like
Hmm.
we've just been friends. Like I feel like we've gotten into like one fight, but like we've never gotten into like huge crazy fights except for that one time, but we won't talk
Except for
about
that one
that.
time when Mariana didn't talk to me for how long? 3 days or more,
Yeah, like
like a
3
couple
days.
weeks. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
No, we're pretty
dramatic.
good.
Yeah,
She's changed a lot, I will say.
yeah. I've evolved.
She's evolved. She's
We
leveled
used
up.
to have summer jobs on campus, like I was saying, spend the entire time just Facebook messaging each other.
Facebook Messenger every day for the whole time because we were getting paid to just sit there. Like it was one of those stupid on-campus
I was
jobs
like a
where we didn't do anything.
receptionist.
Yeah, I worked at a print shop where I printed out
Yeah.
posters and like
Yeah, you would print out stuff
tests
for
and
us.
papers and stuff. Yeah. Um, Crazy. What a time.
Yeah.
What a time.
College.
So that's the origin story.
Sweet.
Pretty crazy.
Yeah. And I feel like I moved to LA and then I moved home and I feel like we've just kind of I've tried to lose her, you guys, and she will
You
not leave
literally
me
wish.
alone.
She will not leave me alone. I hope you guys know that. Um, so yeah, so now we live obviously, across the world from each other, but here we are.
Yeah. If this is your first episode, I live in London. I'm from California, but I live in London currently.
She lived in New York for a bit and then she lived in London and I've stayed in Orange County because this is my little home base, but there you go. Okay, well, also like kind of on a similar note to this question, Cindy asked us, how did we meet our partners? Because if you guys do not know,
Oh,
we are
yes.
both indeed in relationships. I am engaged and Mariana has a sweet, sweet boyfriend. So we kind of talked about yours with Ben a little bit last week.
Yeah, you talk about Ricky.
Well, so me and Ricky met, we've been dating for a little over 8 years, which is crazy. Yeah, isn't that crazy?
Yeah, my jaw popped. That's
Eight
how crazy it is.
years. We both worked at Enterprise Rent-A-Car back in the day, which is a rental car company, as you guys probably know. And we kind of met through like mutual friends within the company. Like I kind of knew who he was, sort of, but then the way that the company works is you like share cars with other branches. So one day I was dropping off a car to a friend and like going in and saying hi to my friend who was working there. And I walked in and, I was like, oh, who's this like tall, handsome guy? Like, let me just chat him up a little bit. So we were chatting it up. I thought he was so cute. And he likes to say that his favorite thing that he did was he said, oh, what's your name? And I said, oh, I'm Nikki. And he goes, oh, I'm Ricky. We have so much in common. And so I don't even remember him saying that, but he said that was his first pickup line. All I remember from the meeting is that we talked about like nerdy things. Like we were talking about Harry Potter. We were talking about Star Wars. He was like, oh, do you like Lord of the Rings? And I was like, no. So I was kind of like, oh, this guy's like kind of like a nerd, And after that,
Harmless.
I got his Snapchat because that was what we did back in the day. Got his Snapchat and the rest was history. And yeah, we went like 0 to 100 immediately and we've been together ever since. It's crazy.
I remember this, okay, you guys. This was the time when Nikki and I had our bed that was 6 inches apart.
Yes.
And Ricky called her to set up a date.
We have video
and I
footage
have
of
a
this.
video of that. And I can like hear him
Yes.
asking you, and you're like, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And I remember that one of their first dates because you were getting ready and you were like nervous, and you guys went to Dave and Buster's.
That was
and
our
you
first
wore
date.
These like black ripped jeans
Yeah.
and your booties and your little Brandy Melville top.
Yes. I literally wore my black ripped Topshop Jamie jeans, as we all did. They're like the skin
Yeah.
tight, skinniest, whatever. I wore like a little band tee from Brandy and a little jean jacket. And on our first date, we went to Dave and Buster's. He called me to ask me on the date, which is crazy because like who does that? You know what I mean? He's like very old school in that way. He calls me on the phone. Mariana's filming me. We're in bed. He's like, what are you up to? I'm like, I'm literally going to bed. Like, what are you up to? What do you mean? So we go on this date. We went to Dave and Buster's. It was super fun. I was like really nervous, but we immediately were talking about like past relationships, family trauma. Like we went immediate like into it. And then we got In-N-Out milkshakes and he let me drive his Jeep, which is crazy because that was his favorite car, like his baby. But he immediately let me drive his Jeep, which is crazy because I was like, wow.
He was in love.
Yeah, he was in love. I was like, oh my God, my ex never let me drive his car. That's so weird. And Ricky immediately first date. And then we went to this like lookout spot in Newport. What's funny?
That's true. That's so funny.
Yeah, because I
And
remember.
Ricky's car is so much cooler.
No, literally, I was like, that's crazy. I am a better driver than Ricky, though, for the record. But we went to, after we got In-N-Out milkshakes, we went to this lookout spot in Newport Beach and, had a little kissy time on the bench there, watched the stars and the lights. And then flash forward 7 years, and that was the same spot Ricky proposed. So
Oh, was
sweet. Yeah,
it?
at that lookout spot.
Wait, shut up. He didn't tell me
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It was, we went there on our first day and we also went back a bunch of other times. Like it was just our little spot. We like to go look at the view because it's like up at the
Oh my
top of a
God,
hill in
that's
Newport.
so
Yeah,
funny.
isn't that cute? And so I was like, oh my
Stop.
God.
When he was planning it, he's like, "Oh yeah, like we come here all the time." So like, I was like, "Oh okay."
Yeah, yeah. No, we kept. It's funny because he took me there that first day because he's like, "Oh, I know a place." Like, but then yeah,
Yeah,
we had been there multiple times after that, so it was like a little spot we go to or whatever.
yeah,
But
that's
yeah, isn't
cute.
that cute?
Oh my God, that's so
So
funny.
thanks to Enterprise Rent a Car, and it's funny too because my cousin also worked at Enterprise. He's like the one who helped me get the job in college, and I remember him specifically telling me, "Do not date the guys who work at Enterprise," because he was like, "They're all f boys." Like it's just very much the culture of that company to like date amongst each other because it's like
Yeah,
young salespeople. They've got a lot of energy.
fresh out of college.
Fresh out of college, young, hot salespeople. Like it's hilarious. And so then I remember when I had to be like, so I'm dating a guy at Enterprise. And he was like, oh my God. And he loves Ricky now. So it was fine. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
sweet
And I
moment.
remember that I loved Ricky because one day he came over and he laid in Nikki's bed, our 6 inches apart, and we sat there and we tried to redecorate his room through his Pinterest boards.
I remember
I
that was
remember
when you
he's like
guys
laying in
bonded.
between us, and he's like, I kind of like this, and like we were going and like adding things to his
He
Pinterest
loves
board.
Pinterest.
So funny.
Yeah, he was
Yeah,
trying to redecorate
he
his
really
room.
does.
Yeah, he does. Even still, he'll pull out when we're talking about the wedding. He goes, "Oh, this is kind of what I was thinking." He pulls out his Pinterest board. People are always like, "Wow!" And then the Pinterest board, you guys, the Pinterest board will be full of like pictures. Like, you know how on a Pinterest board with outfits, typically you're going to show like how to style something like with an outfit. He'll just pin an item of clothing. Like, for example,
He's like 70 striped shirts.
he loves like a striped button down shirt and he'll pin literally, I shit you not, 20 of the same but
Yeah,
different colors
I've
of
seen him.
shirts. And I'm like, how is this helping you in any way? He's like, I don't
Yeah.
know. I just like them. And I'm like, okay, you do that. He's funny. We love him.
In case he's like out shopping, he's like referencing his board.
Ah, what a special guy. So
Oh,
there you
very
go. And now we're
cute.
going to get married. So that's it. And one of
You're
his pickup
stuck
lines,
forever.
his other pickup line was, wow, you have amazing eyebrows. And I remember thinking for the longest time, I was so special because he complimented my eyebrows. Come to find out, that was his go to pickup line that he's told all his friends to use. So I was like, oh, so you've used that line on other girls? He goes, yeah. I was like, oh. Oh. So I thought I was special getting the eyebrows comment, but. And he's like, well, did it work? I'm like, well, I thought you were a little gay, so no. But apparently, I mean, guys, if you have any single guy friends, tell them to compliment a girl's eyebrows because it has apparently a very good track record amongst his
Yeah.
friends.
Remember when your mom was like, "You have Demi Lovato eyebrows"?
Oh my God. My whole entire family, my aunts, my uncles, everybody. Granted, I did overdo it on the brows for a while, but didn't we all? I mean, it's 2016. The block brow was in.
Yeah, we definitely did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so that's me.
Anyway, I love that.
Funny. But you need to give the background of how you and Ben met because we have the love story, but we need the meeting.
Yeah.
The meet cute.
So, I used to work with Ben's brother, and at my previous company, and I basically was living in Central Cal at the time. I think it was like during the pandemic. So, I went down to the LA office. His brother lives in Northern California. He also was down in the LA office, so we were just like randomly in the LA office. I had met him a few times, but like nothing crazy. We were all like in a little meeting room, and I just remember he's like, "Oh, like my brother's in town. Like, who wants to get drinks?" Oh, sorry. No, he didn't. He had texted my our friend Leilani and was like, "Oh, my brother's in town. Like, do you want to go get drinks?" So we went. He had said, "My bro's in town," and we were like, me and Lonnie were like, does he mean brother or does he mean
Bro.
like, homie? And so we were like, oh, okay, cool. We didn't even know that he had brothers or whatever. Long story short, me and Lonnie were staying in the hotel together because I had come from Central California. So we like went home, got ready, and we had lived in Marina Del Rey for a few years, and that's kind of the area that we were. So we like went out to a bar in Marina, and me and her are there, and then his brother shows up with Ben, sweet little Ben. And we were getting drinks and we were chatting, and like I sat with Ben and my friend Lonnie sat with his brother and chatting, and Ben was telling me about like, oh, I work for my family, and I was like, oh, perfect, he's a farmer. He's an Irish farmer.
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, of course. Um, Come to find out, he is not a farmer. So we do know that now. But I was like, okay, fine. And he's like, well, I guess it's a good thing that you were like interested, even though you thought I was a farmer. I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, I
Hey,
guess so.
some farmers I
Um,
think are really rich, low key.
yeah, I mean, agriculture is like a strong business. I think it depends where you live. But anyway, we left it at that. We went to like a secondary location and we got more drinks. Then we went home. Then we met again in when we were in NorCal. I was there for like Thanksgiving, and we had only met twice, but I got his Instagram, and then we were connecting. And then I was planning like traveling abroad, and for like myself, like I was gonna do like a solo trip, but then Nikki ended up coming, like or Lindsay ended up coming, and ended up spreading,
It was a
far and
girls'
wide.
trip. But that was a
It ended
while
up being a
later,
girls'
wasn't it?
trip. Yeah, so we met in November, and then we ended up meeting again in the following year in
When
July.
we went to Europe was July, yeah.
Yeah, like July. But I had him on Instagram and like I would post of and he would like reply sometimes,
Hmm.
nothing crazy.
Hmm.
But
He
when I
slid
was
in the
planning my
DMs.
travel, I was like, yeah, he slid into my DMs. I posted something very gloomy and he's like, looks like Ireland, and I was like, oh, he's in love.
Of course, yeah. No, we were like, okay, perfect.
Of
Try on
course.
his last name. How's
It's
it gonna
perfect.
go? Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. No, but it was very chill. Like in the beginning, we just had at each other. Like obviously, I thought he was really cute, and like when we were talking, it was like so funny. He's hilarious. So, I don't know if you guys got that from his script that he performed the other day for our introduction, but we like clicked, and it was like easy chatting. So then when I was planning my trip, I was like, oh, maybe I'll just reach out and see if he's around. So I messaged him this. This is what I said. If I have a layover, so basically, I planned like a whole bunch of trips, and then on my way back home. I was flying from Portugal and I was gonna have a layover in Dublin. And so I was like, hey, if I have a layover in Dublin, like, will you be my tour guide? Look at me go.
Oh my gosh, you're so
um,
flirty and forward.
and that was like way before. And we ended up meeting up in London even before that. So like he came to London for a birthday party for me, of course. And then we met again in Dublin. And so once we met in London is when we were like chit chatting it up. But like honestly, throughout my whole time, like when we were in Paris, we were talking the whole time. When I was in Portugal, we were talking the whole time. It was like just like chit chat, chit chat, chit chat. And I think he says like he was asking his friends like, is this girl just being really friendly or like is there something more? Because like Americans are nice, and he like didn't know. Um, but yeah, so we just like met in London. He met Nikki. She was tucked away in bed with our other friend, and I was like, "Hey, do you want to come see our apartment?" There, and he's like, "Yeah, okay."
Yeah, he like
They came
picked
in
you
bed.
up right when we got there, and then and I remember I was like, I want to meet him. And then we
Yeah.
were like, oh hi, have fun. Like, of
Oh
course we were like
yeah.
messing with him. And then I remember too, we got like breakfast then like 2 days later or the next day or something. And I was
Yeah,
grilling
the
him,
next
asking him all
day.
these questions, of course. And you were like weren't even in the conversation. It was just me and Ben talking.
Yeah.
And
And
I
I
was
was
like
like, oh,
asking him all these
okay,
questions. I was like,
perfect.
so what do they do in Ireland? Like, what do you guys think of this? What do you do about this? Like, I was asking him all these questions
Yeah.
because I think it's so interesting, you know?
Yeah. And Nikki always said like she saw he has like a pretty like well grown out beard. And she's like, your beard looks like clip art.
Oh my God. You got, well, again, you saw it last episode. He has the most, like, when you think beard, Ben has that beard. Like, he has the most perfectly
Yeah.
shaped beard. It's like stiff and it holds its shape. It's crazy.
Yeah. When I met him, you guys, he had the longest beard. Like it was like a Santa beard almost. That's dramatic. But he can hear me and he's like, that's wrong. Um
Crazy.
Anyway, so we met in London for one day and then we got breakfast the next day. And then now that we're here, like we've been back to like the bar that we went to that first night because we like stumbled like up like that's that bar behind me. I don't know if you guys could see, but we have like a picture that I got made. Um Also like sorry me make getting this like custom artwork done for the first Christmas we ever like spent together. That
Yeah.
bit a lot.
I mean,
Um
you guys were pretty quick too, I feel like.
yeah, so the thing is, obviously, if you don't know, we have had only ever been long distance. So he went back to Dublin and I was in New York. And so that was it. Like that was that. We had kind of just like jumped in. We didn't really think about it, but it worked out
Well,
because
because
I
you
think we're
went to
both like
Ireland,
normal.
like purposefully to see for like a couple days,
Okay, so yeah,
which was
so I was
crazy.
leaving Portugal. I was leaving Portugal and I had my layover in Dublin. But after London, I was like, is it so aggressive if I extend my layover and I just stay for like 3 days?
And I was like, do
So I ended up
it.
staying for 3 days. I got my own accommodations. Because I was like, what if like
What
he's
if he's
weird? Like
weird?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
No. You weren't gonna
You
like
never
stay at his
know.
house. No.
No, but nice of him, he did offer.
I'm
He's
sure he
like, well,
did.
if you can't figure out a place to stay, like you can always stay here. And I was like, oh, I figured it out. Yeah, so I went to Dublin. He like showed me around town, and funny enough, we like ran into like a friend. He didn't really he didn't really date around, I would say. I think because he says like Dublin is so small, everybody knows your business. But we ran into like a friend, a mom of one of his friends, and then word spread.
Shut up. I didn't know
Yeah,
that.
he like got a text being like, "Heard you're showing a Cali babe around
Oh
town."
my God. That's so funny.
Her name's Irene. So now whenever I haven't met that friend of his. He like lives not in Dublin, but I say like he'll be like, "Oh, my friend's in town." And I was like, "Oh, Irene's son," because I met Irene, but I didn't meet his friend.
Oh my God.
I met his mom.
That's so funny.
Um the word spread. And then I ended up meeting like one of his like best friends as well. We like went out for drinks that night. So yeah, I think after that we were like, okay. And before I left, I said this, is this serious or not? And he said, I would like to see you. Like, I would like this to continue. And I was like, okay, you said it,
It's
not
like a
me.
book. It's like a book. That's cute.
It's very cute. And then we did long distance for 2.5 years. And then now we're here. So
Crazy.
very sweet. What else can I say? Yeah, he's really the best. Like, he was our funny bun.
Ben. We love
You guys
Ben.
met him. You know him.
Yeah, they
I'm not
know
a
these
fan.
boys now. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. So
I love that.
I'm like, but yeah, we met through his brother, which is funny because obviously like his I told you guys his brother and his sister got married last year, so we've been back and forth, and like it's just funny because I remember we were on like a trip like with the siblings and their partners, and it's like I'm like, isn't it funny that like I used to work with you and now here I am and I know your mom and dad.
That's so crazy. Oh
Yeah.
man. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. Also, this is
Next
going to be a
question
long episode, just so everyone knows.
is
No, those were some of the
I'll be
longer ones.
faster.
No, those were the longer
Yeah,
ones.
that was it.
Okay, next question is from Ozji. Ozji, I'm so sorry if I mispronounced your name. How did you decide to have a podcast?
Yeah, I can answer this one.
Yeah.
So Nikki used to do live streams and they were not doing well. So I had to come in and save the day.
Wow. No, that's facts though. That's facts.
No, I feel like that was not facts.
No, I mean, I started because I've had a book talk for a couple of years now, which is like how I got into the book of it all, like related podcast idea. But I was doing like a monthly book club with a live stream instead of a podcast, obviously. And then you were the one who came up with the idea. You were like, oh, we should do a podcast. We should do a podcast. And I was like, oh, yeah. Like, I just was worried it was going to be a lot of work. Like, what were we going to talk about? But she knew. And, I think what happened was you really floated the idea. I was kind of like, okay, maybe. And then I went to an event in LA with Spotify podcasts and like learned all about podcasts. And I was like, should we do a podcast? Like I was kind of like, this kind of inspired me also. And so then the timing just worked out and we kind of like sat down and we're like, okay, how could we do this? Is this going to actually work? Because obviously with the time difference, it's hard. Like we're doing all this remotely. We have to edit it. It's like we're doing all this ourselves basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we just kind of sent it. We didn't really prep.
Did it.
Yeah, we just kind of did it.
But we used to do, so like Nikki said, like I remember you did Summer of Broken Rules.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that like thing on your YouTube.
Yeah.
We used to go live on Nikki's YouTube and we would have like discussion questions for the book club like we did, if you guys remember, Magnolia Parks on YouTube Live.
Yeah, because you did I think I only did 1 or 2 solo ones and then you started joining me for those.
Yeah. Did like Flawless. We did like the Halloween one where we dressed up.
Yes, wait, that's funny. Yeah.
We did I think we did 7 Year Slip.
Maybe we did. Yeah, we did a lot of them on live stream first.
Yeah. So it basically started off as live stream and it was so fun and it was just hilarious. We would be on there forever and then Nikki's things would freeze and it would just be a frozen photo of her like this.
Yeah, that's so funny. Yeah, that was shout out to the real ones who've been there since that. But yeah, we just like sort of full sent it for the pod and like it worked out.
Which is funny because it's like we have not the biggest, but like 8 hour time difference. And I think this is perfect
It
for
is.
this.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. And someone asked, I don't know if you wrote the question down, but someone asked like how do you divvy up the podcast responsibilities?
Oh no, they must have put that in after I wrote these down.
Which we can kind of talk about, but basically obviously Nikki does social media for a living. So she's really good with like the editing and she has like Final Cut Pro. You have all the things already. So
Yeah.
Nikki edits all of the clips. So that's why she never has anything that I need to send her because I usually will go to sleep immediately after this.
Well,
After we finish filming.
it's a twofer because she forgets to send me stuff, but I also edit these like literally at 10 p.m. the night before it's supposed to come out. So it kind of is to the point where like it's too late. So sorry for every single time we haven't included a
Sorry
photo
about
that
that.
we've said we will. But yeah, I feel like I am used to editing like YouTube videos and whatnot. And since with your work schedule, it's just easier for me to edit. So I typically do the editing. But you're kind of
Yeah.
the copywriter
Kind of.
and the
Like
brains behind the
obviously we
organization.
used to work with Haley.
Our producer,
And we
Haley.
are no longer friends. No, we love her, but we're poor. So basically, Haley used to help us with some of the social media stuff, but now we just do that ourselves. And I will usually post everything on the feed and like let you guys know when things are live and then the stories and everything. And then I'll try to make sure that we have like episode descriptions ready to go for when Nikki finishes editing and like the episode outlines. But it's like not that crazy, but it's like everything does add up.
Yeah.
And so we've tried to figure out like the admin bits that I could do while I'm, taking a break from work or on the weekends and stuff. And then more of the like things that are time consuming, like the clips and
Yeah.
the clips that we do so many. You guys are probably so sick of all of our clips.
The clips that I always say, oh, this week I'm actually going to do clips. I don't do clips. But you know what?
Yeah.
We do our
So
best for a little 2-person operation. I think we're doing pretty good. And
I
as we
think, and it's
scale,
fun. Like I want to keep it fun.
no, it is fun. And also, like, it's once again, like, this is definitely not your full-time gig and it's not mine. Even though I do social media, like this isn't our moneymaker, obviously, with the pod, you guys. But
Yeah.
we do it because we have so much fun with it. And eventually, hopefully we can scale it up a little bit too. But yeah, if you guys ever have any like specific stuff you want us to talk about, episode ideas, any ideas in general, like send it to your friends, let us know because this is a collaborative effort. So we're counting on you guys to help us out.
I know. No, we really are. Like we need to know what you guys want to hear from us.
But yeah, no, I feel like we've kind of gotten into a pretty good flow. And also it's funny because I feel like people say don't work with your friends, but we've never really had, I think it's because we both generally are just kind of like whatever, which is helpful. Like neither of us are super anal about it where it's like, oh, I'd rather do this. And it's like, okay, sure. Like, or, oh, here, like we're collaborative,
I'd
but
be
we're
like, I'm
not.
sorry, Mom, I forgot to do this.
Every time we're like, I'm so sorry. And I'm like, it's okay because I literally didn't do this other thing. So it's fine.
And that's why we're Tauruses and that's why we get along. Correct.
Exactly. Taurus gang. Crazy.
Okay, Savannah asked for 3 random fun facts about us.
Okay, here's my 3. Number 1, I can name all the presidents in order. That's my go-to fun fact.
Oh, yes.
Not that I actually even am patriotic at all. Literally, you guys know me. But I can do that, so that's fun. I danced growing up. So in my heart, I'm still a dancer, but I danced like through some of my childhood and all throughout high school. So that's one of my passions. I'm now a line dancer, as you guys know, my hip hop shoes. And last but not least, my dream pet is a hairless cat. And people either really get it or they really don't when I say that. Because I love hairless cats. But I kind of recently learned that they secrete oils. And so like they'll get your bed sheets and your furniture all oily. So that kind of is making me not really want one.
You have to like moisturize them?
You do, but you also have to bathe them really regularly because they get oily. And I'm like, ew. So I don't know that I can commit. I just think they're so cool. They look like aliens. They look like raw chicken.
They are cool.
Anyway, that's me.
Okay, 3 fun facts about me, but they're kind of random. I guess they're supposed to say random fun facts. The one is that obviously Nikki and I have been skydiving together. I know Nikki inserted clips last time, but that's like my go-to. It's like I've been skydiving.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Okay, so this one. I can solve the Rubik's Cube, you guys. And the reason why is because our friend Lindsay used to be able to do it, and then I learned. She like taught us. And I watched a bunch of videos. And there was a time in my life, and I will say this, it was approximately for 2 straight years. Every night before I would go to sleep, I would solve the Rubik's Cube.
I forgot about that. That is so funny. That's like a core
I
memory.
used to be able to do it in like a minute. And now it's like, now it takes me like a hot second.
That's so funny. That's probably really good for your
Um,
brain health, to be fair.
I know. But now I'm losing it, I can't even read freaking Wuthering Heights.
I mean, same.
Last is that maybe you guys know this, maybe not. I forget what I posted or talked about, but I do have 4 dogs back in California, and I love them all so much in my whole ass heart. Along with my dogs, I have one sister who I'm obsessed with. Like, I'm literally so obsessed with her. I could put her in my little pocket and I could just carry her around all day long.
Yeah, you are. She
Yeah.
cracked. The two of them together is the funniest dynamic you guys will ever see. I love it.
I
Also,
will say,
I was
my sister is like a tough cookie to crack. Like
she
she's like way cooler than both of us, and she loves Niki. Like she
she's
like
gonna be
loves
mad
her.
you said that because she
Yeah, I
pretends
know,
she
but
doesn't.
whatever.
She pretends.
Yeah, she pretends.
Yeah, no, she loves me.
She loves Niki, which I think is like a good thing. Like I've had friends where she's kind of like, but she loves Niki. Obviously, Lynn, obviously Daniela and Lonnie, like all you guys. So
Love.
that's how you know.
I was gonna say my favorite thing about them too is that they call their mom my mom. So it's like, can you go tell my mom?
Okay, that's rude because that's like a Mexican thing.
Does everybody do that? Because I think that's the funniest thing ever. Is it just like the translation is like that?
I think so. I don't know. I think
I've
like
always
what are we
thought that
supposed to say,
was
mom?
no, yeah, like mom. Because that's mom.
Definitely not.
That's not your. It's both of your mom. It's not your mom.
I know.
I also don't have
why.
siblings though, so I don't know.
Yeah, that could be a fun fact about you. Not
Yeah.
that fun, but we are your siblings.
I am an only child, so yeah, that's true. Okay, the next question I'm so excited about, guys.
Okay, me too.
Joaquin asked us, what Taylor Swift song would you give each other? So we had to discuss ahead of time how we were going to interpret this. So we decided to do a sun, moon, and rising for each other.
Yeah.
Sun, and this is astrology, obviously. Your sun sign being like what you are in general. It's like your main one. Everybody knows it's what you are at your core. Your moon sign is like your inside thoughts, your emotional, what you feel when you're alone. It's more of like your inner state. And then your rising is like the mask that you kind of present yourself as, or like what other people like first impressions kind of see you as. So I'm really excited about this. It was kind of hard.
This is fun. Okay, so we should each do like our sun, and then we should each do like we should do it so that we can hear it.
Okay. Mine are like Okay. So for you,
okay, and also just know I tried my best because like Niki sent me the definition of what these each meant, and I had like already kind of thought about it. So I think I did it right.
Yeah. Well, for sun, for you, I did the best day. Because Mariana's, I know, I'm like, she's gonna cry when I say this, because I feel like a core piece of your personality, which now is backed up by the previous question, is how much love you have for your mom and your sister and your whole family. And so she's already like kind of, that's like her vibe. So if you know Mariana, like she will talk to you about her family. But also I feel like that song is very like, it's just like happy and like nostalgic and stuff. Like that's kind of your vibe, is you're just sort of like, you're always like very nostalgic and like she's a good friend. That's one thing about Mariana, is that she's very like loyal, and I love that song so much, and it reminds me of you. So.
Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Here I
Mine,
am
you're like, I put Mad Woman.
Mean?
Mean.
No, okay. I put 3 for you because I feel like the way that I see the songs and like you okay, the first her son, I put Opalite because I feel like the music video was like so you.
Oh my God. I loved the music video. Like just like dorky dork.
It's so, but I love it. I feel like it like I love the way that the song makes me feel. Like I go,
yeah.
It's like, it's so upbeat, and it's so like, if you guys have been ever around and you're lucky enough to be like around Niki, she's like the life of the party. She's like the star. She doesn't drink. It's just like all natural energy. And then of course she will like be in bed for like 4 days straight after because like she used so much energy.
Yeah.
But I put Opalite, the man, because I feel like
I thought about this for you too.
Okay, I feel like you are so badass. Like you literally always say everything that you feel and you feel strongly about, and we know this because we've talked about this in so many episodes of like, I hate men.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, that's like a cornerstone of my personality, is being a man hater. And Ricky knows. And the other day he goes, yeah, I heard that if you're with a girl who hates men, that means you're like a really good guy. And so he's like all proud of himself. And I'm like, you passed the test, buddy. Congratulations.
Yeah. And then I also put Smallest Man Who Ever Lived, which I spelled it wrong.
Oh, because I like angry.
Because you have rage. Yeah.
I do. Feminine rage. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's funny.
I feel like that's you. But
That's
it's like
all for
the
my
opalite
son?
of it is like you're shining, and you know the outfit that she wore on for the man? Like I feel like that's you. Like that's like well also okay. This could be one of the funny stories slash random fun facts. For the Eras tour, the first day that we went, 'cause we went twice, we were lucky enough. We dressed as the man. We dressed as boys.
The tennis one. The tennis with the sweatbands and the white. Yeah, that was really fun.
Yeah. And we were sat next to a dad also dressed as the man.
Yeah, that was so cute. Oh my God, yes.
That was very cute. Okay, that's my answer. Opalite, the man, and Smallest Man Who Ever Lived.
So those are my son.
Yeah, is that right?
Well, I mean, it would just be one each normally, but you gave me.
Oh, sorry, I gave you 3 songs for each of them because I just couldn't decide.
Okay. I guess I can try and think of some of my other ones that I had. The other one I was going to do for this was actually no, that was for a different one. Anyways, that one I feel pretty confident about. Okay, Moon. Okay. I picked Daylight.
Oh,
because you love that song. And I think it represents, because Moon is like inner like emotions and stuff. And I feel like that one is kind of a good representation of like your journey, like your inner journey, you know? And I feel like that's how you feel inside. It's like has some darker themes, but also like now I see, like now I'm in the happy parts. Yeah.
You're so right.
Because I love that song and it makes me think of you in bed. So
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. So for my Moon, I gave you 3. Okay, I gave you 4, but this is just me going crazy. I don't know how to do this. Okay. I just put All Too Well classic version because I feel like that was the deep cut for you.
Oh,
you know,
because
before the 10-minute version cut us, All Too Well, the regular one cut us.
Oh, it cut me down for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one is deeply ingrained into my bones.
I also said Peace because you love Peace.
Oh my God. Peace is literally my inner monologue. If you guys didn't know.
I know. Yeah. So I know you love Peace, and I just feel like you feel strongly about that, and that is you.
It is.
Clean, because you remember when we were obsessed with Clean?
Oh, Clean. I love that song. Yeah.
And Last Kiss, I put.
Oh my God. Last Kiss, when it says like, I'll cry on the floor in your clothes. Yeah, I've definitely done that. Perfect. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I hope I did this assignment correct.
No,
I think yours make more sense to me.
No, that seems right. And I feel very strongly about all of those for sure. Okay.
Inside, in your whole heart.
In my whole heart, I do feel that.
Yeah.
Rising, I had a hard time with because it's funny because I don't really know how you come off to other people because I know you. So I was like, I don't really know like what people mean. Yeah. So I put Hey Steven. Because I feel like that's your vibe.
Cute.
Like when I was thinking this one, I was going less based on like lyrics and like meaning of the song. I was kind of like, what is Mariana's vibe? And Hey Steven is like upbeat, but still mellow. Because you're not like a super like upbeat banger. Like you don't come off high energy, but you come off like chill and like somebody you could like hang out with and like bop to, you know?
That's literally me.
Yeah.
Like a low maintenance friend.
Yes. And funny too, because like.
I was going to say Hey Steven as well, but not for this one.
Oh, really? The other one I was thinking was Our Song, because that's also kind of like, that reminds me of you. And that's also kind of like, and I wanted to pick something that had a little bit of like a kooky element, like crazy element to it. Because I feel like you have a little bit of like sass. Like you're very chill and like vibey, but you got a little sassy like sometimes.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel like these have a little bit of like
Our song is a slim screen door.
Yeah. Like early Taylor. I was going for early Taylor, upbeat chill was the vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried to do like a little bit of all Taylor because I feel like they're all us and we are all her, you know.
Well,
and also I was looking through.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Oh.
I was looking through her songs and I was like, oh, every single song of hers is perfectly amazing. Amazing.
Well, yeah, obviously. I always think of if you were to be an album, it would be 1989 because that's like the album that I think of you, because that was what when
Yeah,
we
because
first
that's the
met.
one I bought, remember?
Yes. So that album, but then I was going to also put How You Get the Girl for one of these, but that's like not you know what I mean? Like that song. So I was just,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
But I used to have that on repeat,
No,
remember?
exactly. But, and I know you love that song, but that's not you, because like if somebody did that to you, you would not be taking them back. So I'm kind of like, that's not
Yeah,
how,
I get
this is not Mariana.
Okay. Okay. For your rising, I don't know again, me every single time. I don't know if I did this right. I put I put Long Live and So High School.
I was going to put Long Live for you too.
Oh,
I just
really?
love that song. Yeah. And So High
I love
School.
it.
I love
And
So
it's like
High
her
School.
little, oh,
Oh, I was also going to put Wish List for you.
I was gonna put wish list for you too.
Really?
These are just all the songs that we like. All right, can I say, so the reason why I put So High School is because I feel like you're like such a romantic. Like you
Yeah.
like love and like you like love Ricky so much and you're just like, "Oh my God, like this man." And it's just like
Yeah.
you just feel that I feel like all the time.
I feel like me and Ricky are so high school. Like we like argue like high
Every
schoolers in
time
a
I look at
relationship.
you.
Well, yes. But also it's like the whole like playing Grand Theft Auto, like Ricky's a gamer, like the whole thing. And I always feel, because I never had like a high school relationship or
And you're reading
anything.
Aristotle. Of course you are.
Of course, me barely getting through Wuthering Heights. Yeah, right. But I feel like it was like, this was like my like little like kid, like high school love, you know? I
Yeah,
love that song. So yes.
I know. It's so good. And it
Oh,
just makes you like honestly, I forget about it sometimes and then I listen to it and I'm like kicking my feet, screaming, like it's so cute.
literally.
No, I know.
I was gonna put wish list for one of yours because, the only thing that stopped me is I felt like it was a little bit less like, I think wish list for you now, but all encompassing. It's like not as girl boss as you are. Like you're more girl boss than wish list is, but
Yeah.
now it kind of represented to me like you got to do all the things you wanted to, like you lived in New York, like you moved to London, like you did all these big
Oh,
things, but then now it's
stop, I'm
like
gonna
now you want
cry.
to
I'm
just
so annoying.
be with sweet little Ben and like have a little family and whatnot. Like I feel like that's
You
like you.
guys.
But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
that's very sweet, Nikki. Thank you for
Yeah,
saying that.
yeah, yeah. I literally knew you were gonna cry. I was like, if I say the best day, she's gonna cry. So,
Yeah. Also, okay, so another random fun fact is I cry all the
oh,
time.
we know. We know every episode you're like, yeah, so I've been crying. But it's
At least
funny
I was
because
crying the other day.
this is another thing about Ben. I feel like since you guys have been together, you've stepped into your like soft side a lot, because you never really used to be like this, I don't think.
What happened to you?
No, I feel like we kind of switched, because I used to cry a lot and now I
Yeah.
don't cry as much. And you never really were a crier like this, I think.
Oh, I know. I think it's like, okay, this is gonna be really deep, so hang on to your panty liners. I think that
Ew.
I liked that when I said that the other day, it, like came to me and I was like,
Hang
wait, I'm
on to
gonna
your
keep
panty
using that.
liners, perfect for the STG, the snail trail gang.
No, we're not gonna do that.
Hmm.
Okay, sorry, this is what I was gonna say. I was saying this a few episodes ago, so if you haven't listened to us consistently, like you don't know what I'm talking about. But I feel like, when you have everything that you have ever wanted and like your family's healthy and you're with a great person and or you're like really fulfilled in your job or whatever, and like you're doing all the things, you feel so nostalgic for when like you're growing up. And so
Yeah.
it's like that feeling that I'm always like, oh my God. And that's why I cry every time I listen to that song by Jordan Davis. It's like next thing you know, like okay, just
Oh,
kill me.
yeah, no, for sure, for sure. Or like any of the
That's the
like
feeling.
the ones that Taylor does that's like timeless, like we talked about last week.
Oh yeah.
Mary's song always gets me. Anything that kind of shows like the passage of of time in a
Oh,
relationship or whatever. Oh, goodbye.
I know.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
gets me.
Like, and I'm gone. Thank you for having me.
Perfect. The best day, like actually, the never grow
Yeah.
up. Kill me. Kill me.
I skip Never Grow Up every time.
Oh, I can't listen
I
to it
can't.
anymore. I listened to it
No.
every night before I left for college, but now I can't listen anymore.
Yeah, that's good. I
Mhm.
remember you guys. Oh, when was this? I think it was that summer where again, like before we moved in together, maybe we already were living together, whatever. Or I knew that I was going to be roommates with you, so I added you on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
And Nikki used to do like 100 days of remember?
Oh, that was the summer. leading up to when
Before
we
we moved
lived
in.
together. It was after freshman year going into sophomore year, which was when we moved in together. And it was like 100 days of happy or something like that,
Yeah.
where every day for 100 days I posted something that like made me happy or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like a
And I
little
think one
Instagram
of them,
challenge.
like, why do I remember this? One of them was when you got your wisdom teeth out.
Well, I had to post. It was because I had my wisdom teeth out. And I
But
posted
wasn't it a photo of like you and the dentist?
yes, and it looked like it was the picture of me with the laughing gas mask on. So I looked like that guy from like Batman or
Bane.
whatever. Yeah, Bane,
Yeah.
literally. And I think I had like something sticking out of my mouth. It was like a whole thing.
Yeah, I don't know why I just remembered that.
That's funny.
Anyway. Oh, because you said you were going to move to college to listen to that song.
Yes, throwback.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Anyway, what did we study in college?
Yeah, I was like, speaking of college, Emily Ann wants to know, what did we study in college? I was a business administration major with a focus on marketing and management.
I applied as a biology major. And as you guys know, I am a very decorated doctor and surgeon at the
It's
moment.
crazy. Yeah, she's also like
Okay,
so smart and intellectual that she should be doing biology on people.
yeah, of course. Let me operate on you guys. I got accepted through the biology program. I say that because it is a hard program to get into, and I got accepted as it.
Mm-hmm. And you are
And
smart.
then
I kid, but you're actually very smart.
no, I am. I'm a genius. Duh.
Smarter than me, I'll tell you that. I
I got
graduated with a
accepted in bio.
2.7.
Quickly failed out of that. And then and then I switched over to public health. So I did like one summer course to like catch up on my credits to be able to switch my major, and then I graduated with public health. No minor. Did I have-
I don't think so. Crazy. I forget about that. And then you literally worked at a doctor's office for like a couple months, and then you were like, I'm moving into fashion merchandising, marketing, whatever, like sales. Goodbye.
I definitely worked there for like 2 years when we were living in Newport.
No.
Yes.
You worked there the entire time when I lived with you in Newport?
Yeah, remember we would get up early and I had my little scrubs.
Oh my
Remember?
God, I forgot about that. That's so crazy. That's like a different life to me, the way when you worked there.
I know. Same
Weird.
to me.
Crazy.
Yes, I used to work at a pediatrician's office as a medical assistant. So I did that for a few years. And that's kind of what I wanted to do until I realized I didn't. And then I went into sales. So that's where I am now.
Love. Well, Bella is asking, what is our funniest story of each other? This is very hard because I don't know,
I know.
A, that I have ones that I can share on the internet, and B, I don't remember really like very well.
Yeah.
I do think one
I
of
have I have a few.
I was
Okay,
going to
go.
say, you just
have
jogged
one.
my memory of how when we lived together, we would wake up early sometimes. And I have this one Snapchat, I wonder if I can find it, where you took a video of me and it was like nothing like waking up at, and it was like a 6 a.m. timestamp of me eating chips. Because we would eat chips and guac with eggs in the mornings. And you literally, you were
God.
like, I woke you up because I was crunching my
I'm like,
chips.
and there was crunching in my ear because we are 6 inches apart.
Yeah. Or it was when we were so broke over the summers before our money would hit every 2 weeks that we would literally eat like the plainest
Yeah.
butter noodles, like all like that whole era was fun.
Yeah. I think it was literally Trader Joe's. We used to live across from Trader Joe's on campus. We would like mosey over to Trader Joe's, get a big bag of chips, get some guac, and I think that was it. Like I think it was like the prepackaged
Oh,
TJ's
yeah.
guac.
I still eat that.
And maybe eggs.
Yeah, scrambled eggs. That's crazy.
Sometimes I eat that. I forget. I think I was in New York and I like ate it once and I was like, oh my God.
Throwback.
Trauma.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I have a few. So I think funny-ish memories, but also just like good memories. Remember when we went to New York and we made that like meet us in the city?
Oh,
No,
talk about 2016. That was the mannequin challenge.
Yeah, we did like
And we had our face masks on. Yeah, that was good. I
and
can
then
definitely
obviously
insert
just
that
like
if I have it.
New York in general was so fun. Like
was
I
fun.
remember we were addicted to that Bruno Mars 24 Karat Magic album.
Yep.
And I was playing it the other day for whatever reason, and I knew all the lyrics. And Ben was like, "How do you know all this?" I
Oh,
was
that
like,
was
I don't
peak.
even know.
This was December of 2016, aka the glory days.
Yeah. Also, when we got, so basically, two of our friends went to the Coldplay concert the day before us, and then we went the day after. They had gotten their tickets
Oh
upgraded
my God.
because they were just like sweet little girls, and they went from like nosebleeds to like lower bowl. Me and Nikki were like, and we're gonna do you one better. We're gonna get on the floor.
Mm-hmm.
So we like begged all the security guys on the floor, and we got on the floor.
Yeah, some guy literally, oh my God. This was at the Rose Bowl in LA, big stadium. And we were begging all these people. And they were like, no, you're going to have to go talk to the tickets. We're like, can't you just like upgrade us, whatever? And this guy, I remember he was guarding the floor.
I
And we
know.
were like, can we go on the floor? And he literally just goes like this for everyone watching. He goes, he like motions his head. And we were like, really? And he's like he's trying to let us just go by. So we scuttle in. And we were like front row by the end of it because people kept moving
Yeah, it was
around.
so fun.
That's
It was like the Head
funny.
Full of Dreams tour, and it was like I still have.
So
I
good.
used to get like the little confetti, and I think I still have some in my memory box from that.
Yeah.
The
Oh
little
my
stars.
God. Wait, that's so
Yeah.
funny.
I know. Also, when we went to go see Taylor, we saw Taylor Swift Reputation there too.
Yeah, we did. Yeah, we did.
I remember thinking, I think the tickets for that concert, we were like not nosebleeds, but we had like okay seats. It was like $180, and I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, this is so expensive.
Oh yeah. And then
Two.
yeah, cut to Eras
2025.
Tour for their 2 nights. We paid like over $1,000 each. Crazy.
Yeah, insane.
Ooh.
Okay, the last one is when we went to see Kygo when we were studying abroad in Spain.
Oh my
And we
God.
were wearing like our little crisscross shirts and our little chook and our little purple lipstick
Matte
and
lipstick
like half
color
up,
pop.
half down, matte. And like we were convinced in our whole souls that we were gonna meet Kygo.
We
were
thought we
like
were gonna run
delusional.
into him on the street. So we went to
Yeah, and we
Chocolateria
were
San
like,
Guinness, if anyone knows it, in
yeah,
Madrid, where they do the like chocolate churros or whatever. And we were sitting there and
yeah.
we were going, oh, Kygo, like, hey, like funny
And it was
seeing
like
you
this
here.
little kid with the backwards cap.
We always
You
thought
remember
we'd
that?
see him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
funny.
will say a lot of our memories are with our like best friend Lindsay as well.
Yeah.
We used to do like random little skits for Snap, like on Snapchat, and she would do like a little like with her little oil, and she's just hilarious. So we would always just do little performances.
The Chicas. That's our little trio name, if anyone was curious.
Yeah,
I know. I
that's
feel like anything from study abroad is good. Like
Yeah.
that's like core memories. Also, I think maybe actually now that I think about it, my favorite memory of us is our passing the torch. Because like I said, we have back-to-back birthdays.
Oh yeah.
So every midnight that connects our two birthdays, we like hold hands, or if we're apart, we do it, on FaceTime,
yeah.
whatever. And we kind of like we let the energy flow. We do a birthday energy transfer, and then we'll take a picture of us going like this, and we
Yeah.
insert a little random. Lynn's picked it. It was like a random totem thing, like on emojis, and that's our passing of
Like
the
a
birthday
little
torch.
flag.
It's like a little flag. It's so funny.
Yeah. We pass the torch every year. And like this past year, obviously you were meant to be in London, but plans changed. Lindsay was here, and I remember I woke up and I was like, I hate this. But then I was like, we gotta pass the birthday torch.
Oh, I was like,
'cause
wake
it's time
up. I was
difference.
calling you guys over and over. I was like, get up
I
now.
know.
Because you never want to be up till midnight, but you're always on the farther time zone.
I know.
Yeah, it's funny.
I know. Yeah, I think it was early. What is it? Yeah, like 1 a.m. I think it was, obviously. Or no, midnight. Let's say. It was like,
Yeah, we did
8
midnight your
a.m.
time. It's whoever hits midnight first.
It was midnight my time,
Mhm.
indeed.
Ah, funny.
Yeah. Forgot about that.
Oh my goodness. Okay, last question in this section, guys, and then we're moving on to books. Victoria is asking, perfect girl dinner when the guys aren't around. And for
I had to
me,
explain to Ben just now what a girl dinner was.
oh, I love girl dinner. Although I will say, I kind of can't do girl dinner anymore because whenever I eat girl dinner, it feels good in the moment, but I always feel sick afterwards. Like girl dinner doesn't do it for me, but I love a charcuterie board. Like I will girl dinner myself a charcuterie any day. Or when Ricky's not around, I will be ordering takeout ramen on DoorDash. Because he likes ramen, but I could eat ramen once a week and he never wants it. So I always get it when I'm by myself.
Weird.
I know. He doesn't even like soup. Like every time I make soup, he's kind of like, I don't want soup. I don't know what it is with men and their liquidy, soupy dinners, but couldn't be me. I love soup.
Remember we used to make grilled cheeses all the time?
Oh my God, I make a mean grilled cheese, guys. I still make that. Me and
Yeah,
Ricky
you
will have it.
do.
Yeah, I love it. No, ramen is my go-to.
Ramen. Okay, I just said, and Ben said it for me, and I was thinking this. I will literally just eat like grapes because we usually will always have grapes in the fridge and cashews. That's it. And then be like, oh, you're gonna eat dinner. And I'm like, oh, I already did. I already.
Yeah, you're kind of like that. Where you're like, you're like, I already ate dinner. It's like, it was like at 2 p.m. I'm like,
Yeah.
Mariana, we need to eat. Whenever you're over here, I'm like, what are
I
you
know
going to
you
eat for
always
dinner?
make me eat,
You don't eat.
but I'm not hungry.
Okay, skinny.
Yeah. And then some sort of like chocolate. Like we stopped
Mm.
eating chocolate because to be fair, but we do have a whole box of like nice chocolates that Ben's dad brought us the other day. So we'll probably eat those soon, but
I
I
feel
keep
like
having pimples.
you could also put down some chips. Like you're like a chips kind
No,
of
so we
person.
don't really buy chips here.
Man,
Like
I
we
feel like you
used to
love
when we first
chips.
moved in. I do. I like love a good chip with a
Or
sandwich, you
like you
know?
lick the salt and vinegar chips. Isn't that you that does it?
Yeah, I like that. But we don't really buy chips anymore. I'm being healthy. Ugh.
Oh. Or hot Cheetos with cream cheese like a weirdo.
Okay, so that used to be like my go-to. I would just eat a bunch of hot Cheetos with cream cheese until I started to realize like, oh, I have stomach issues, so like I probably shouldn't do that.
Oh God, that sounds like my nightmare. My absolute
Or hot
nightmare.
Cheetos, or I'll eat this when I'm home, like hot Cheetos with nacho cheese.
Oh my God. I can't think of anything worse. That's terrible.
I know, but then I regret it. Like I stopped eating hot Cheetos. Did you know that? I don't eat them
Yeah.
anymore.
Well, it's
Obviously because I'm
probably
here.
so bad. That's like
We're adults.
fully red dye 40, like to the brain.
Yeah, give it to me.
I
It's gone. So I
mean,
have
I shouldn't be
nothing.
talking. I eat very poorly a lot of the time. So, okay, now it is time to transition to the big bucks, the big guns. Book
The
related
big
questions. The
books.
big books. Book related questions, because as you guys know, we are indeed readers. We are indeed doing a bookish podcast. So, first question is from Danielle. What got you into reading? I feel like you should go first because you're kind of more of a reader than I am, really.
Okay, so I am more of a reader than Nikki. She's a big reader.
I am.
Um,
It's true.
no. Okay, this is again like why am I like this? I'm so annoying. Okay, so the reason why I think I like reading and the reason why I've been able to like continue and actually really enjoy it is because I like music. And the reason why I like Taylor Swift so much is because of her lyrics. So to me, it's like every time I read a romance book, like whether it's hockey or whatever, it's like one of her songs. And I
Yeah.
like love that feeling
Uh-huh.
of just like being so like whenever I read like what I was saying the other day, like the book Things We Left Unfinished, like that's timeless to me. Like that is that song in a nutshell, and I love to like put those two and two together. I just love good storytelling. I like love obviously romance. I read romance a ton. I am a hopeless romantic even though I'm really not. I just love it. And so I think because I love music so much and that element of it, that's why I like Taylor. I don't really listen to other stuff. Like Megan and Maroney is the same thing for me. Like I love her
Mm,
storytelling in her music.
mhm.
So I think that got me into reading naturally. It's like I want to read something about this, like this stupid boy who broke her heart and then they're now happy together. Like I don't know. I think that all ties together for me.
Love that. For me, it was actually like book talk that really got me into reading because I liked reading when I was younger, like middle school, high school. I did like Twilight, Hunger Games, the Pretty Little Liars books, and like even younger, Magic Tree House, all that. I enjoyed reading sort of when I was younger, fell out of love for it, and then really was the type of person who hated reading. I was like, I do not read. I do not like to read. I think reading's dumb, like whatever. And one day I was scrolling and got hooked into this new thing called Book Talk. And I became obsessed. One thing about me is I definitely have undiagnosed ADHD. So it became my new hyperfixation. I was really in on it. I started a book club. I did a whole thing. I made a Book Talk account, like, and the rest was history. And now I'm fully obsessed. So
I
that was kind
know.
of Book
I don't
Talk
know
did it for
what
me.
I would do if I didn't read. What do people do?
You know, it's become this like such a huge part of my life. And it's crazy how much your life changes in adulthood, honestly. Cause I was thinking about this the other
Yeah,
day with line dancing, cause like I'm super into line dancing now. And it's only been a year since not even since I've started line dancing. And it's such a big hobby for me now. It's like, how did I live without this? That's so crazy. Same thing with
I
reading.
know.
It's like, how was I not a reader before?
I know. And I think too, like for me, like I feel like I always like had friends in school and stuff, but like when I was home, it was me and my sister, so I'm like, okay, like let me go somewhere else. Like
Mm-hmm.
not that like the Taylor Swift song, like I hate it here, but like I didn't hate it there, but it was nice to
Mm-hmm.
just not have to worry about all the things that I was worried about.
Totally.
Like
Yeah,
an
I like
escape.
that. It gets me out of my head because I have like a lot of anxiety. You guys know that. And struggle with that a lot. And I feel like whenever I'm reading, it turns my brain off. So you like actually get a break from stuff. And so it is nice. It feels like an escape, which I like.
Yeah. Or like when you're like upset or like you're feeling something, like I'll just read my book and then I don't have to think about that. Yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
Yeah.
Well, oh, sorry, go ahead.
Bella said, pick one book that reminds you of each other.
Okay.
I'm terrified. Mine is like very basic.
Okay, you pick.
Okay. I said Summer of Broken Rules.
Oh.
I don't know why. I just feel like I like correlate that with you and like Maryland.
Yeah, which is weird because I don't think I was reading that in Maryland. I think I had read that already. Did you read it in Maryland? You did.
Oh.
Because I think I had already
finished it. I think I did.
But that was around the time when we both were reading it. And that feels, yeah, I could see that. I love the book.
I don't know. It just feels so like carefree and like just like.
Yeah. Oh, that was the best trip ever. I miss it.
I know.
Yeah, we went to Maryland a couple years ago.
I was telling Ben's sister about it the other day. Like, nobody needs to know how much we paid for this, but like it was literally the best.
It was crazy, but it was so fun. East Coast summer
is
so
like, how did you find the house? I was like, on Instagram.
Yeah, and it was perfect. It was beautiful.
Yeah.
I picked Song of Achilles for you. Because I feel like that was like, when I think of that, I think of how we really like loved that book. We read this for a book club a couple months ago, guys, if you weren't around for it. And I think both of us were obsessed. So like, I think of you with that one.
Oh, my chocolate.
Yeah. Sweet little guy. So funny. Well, Meg asked, what are your top 5 favorite books? Which is a crazy thing to ask, Meg, because how am I supposed to pick?
Why the heck would you ask that?
Meg, how dare you? But I think I have a pretty strong top 5 that I feel good about. Okay.
Go ahead.
Top, easily, ACOTAR series. Nothing will beat ACOTAR for me ever. Specifically, my favorite is A Court of Mist and Fury, the second one. But that whole series is god tier for me. Nothing will ever top that, respectfully. Second,
I'm rereading it right now, just so you guys all know.
I'm so jealous. I need to reread it. You're like, I'm still at the restaurant. Help. Also, these are like not necessarily in order, but they kind of are. Second, I picked the Fourth Wing series. Because that also to me is my home. Like I feel like I live inside of that world with those characters and I love them. So
I know.
ACOTAR and Fourth Wing, top 2. Then I picked Atmosphere, which is crazy because we just read that. But I literally, that book changed me. And I think that I will think about it for a long time. And I also feel so confident recommending it to people and saying like Atmosphere is amazing. It was the perfect mix of like emotional and intellectual and whatever. I loved it. Fourth, I picked the Boys of Tommen series because that one also, it's like anytime I get to live in a series with the same characters for thousands of pages, it's like that's my Shaylas, my little babies, my friends, my Ani, Boys of Tommen. And then fifth, I put Song of Achilles because that one, like, in the moment reading it wasn't my favorite ever, but now in hindsight, like. That book was so amazing. And again, it like permanently altered my brain. So I feel like I'll always remember that book.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's a good one.
Love.
Okay. So my top 5 are also not in order, but the first one is, I think I've mentioned this before, The Five People We Meet in Heaven by Mitch Albom. That is forever and always my favorite book. I just remember being so like my brain chemistry was altered when I read that. And I think all of these books kind of have that in common for me. Second for me is Midnight Library. I'm shocked that wasn't on yours.
Oh, I really liked it, but I don't think that
your brain chemistry.
Yeah, it didn't connect with me the way that other ones did, like story wise, because that one was less character driven and more like lesson driven.
Yeah. Mine are kind of those two are lesson driven.
Yeah.
Then we're taking it down like a heavy notch. Twilight.
That's funny. Yeah.
That was also lesson driven. I remember talking about this on our very first episode. I loved Twilight. My mom loves Twilight. We went to the movie premiere and
you're like an Edward girl.
God. I am a team Edward girl through and through.
She loves
many bookmarks, so many things.
Much Rob Pattinson.
The amount of times I would sit in my classroom hoping that he would walk in.
We need you to like.
You guys, I was mentally unwell
because you made a bunch of stuff, didn't you? Like craft things.
I made a bunch of crafts. I had so many posters. Like I have my books at home, so I'll like see if I can dig them out when I'm back. But no, I was freaking obsessed. Like, oh my God. Wished, prayed that I need to reread that book again, by the way.
That's so
Um,
funny.
Also, it was funny because I saw a comment that was like, no wonder Bella was reading Wuthering Heights in Twilight because she's fucking insane.
Was she?
Yeah,
Oh, that's funny.
yeah. Also, on my list is Fourth Wing, the
Love.
first one, because I think like there's never one like the first one.
Yeah.
I just loved it. Obviously, I loved the whole series, but like that was just so like I remember I hadn't really read fantasy
Mm-hmm.
before then, and I was changed. I was a changed woman,
Did you
obsessed.
read Fourth Wing before you read ACOTAR? I'm trying to
Um,
remember which series did you start
I
with?
think I did because I remember reading Fourth Week when I was at home,
Mm,
and then I remember reading Akatar when I was in New York.
interesting.
Remember I could not get into it.
Oh,
I
I
remember
had
reading
to
Akatar, trying to read
force.
it in Grand Central Station, and I could not.
I had to force feed her ACOTAR, and then guess what? I was right. So
Yeah, I gobbled it right down. And then last is Empty for me, but I will say also Akatar because I just love it.
I was gonna say, like, you better have ACOTAR in there because I feel like you've reread that so much.
You know, I've reread it like so many times. You guys, I have issues. I can't
Oh,
let it go.
yeah. Nothing
I
will beat it
know.
for me. Those are my
I
people.
know.
I need to reread
I
it.
know. That's my familia en la casita.
Literally. Ah.
Under the mountain. How do you
Ugh.
say under the mountain in Spanish? Debajo de la montaña.
No, literally. And period. That's what I said. Run it back.
Debajo de la montaña.
That's on period.
Okay,
Um,
Jess said, seemed like she was trying to get to me.
yeah,
She
Jess was
said, do you
asking you
DNF
this.
books?
Do you DNF books, Mariana?
Okay, Jess, last year, 2025, Mariana, stuck with it. 2026, Mariana has DNF one book this year already.
That's good. That's good.
I know, although I did pick it up the other day because I was like, oh, I don't know if I could do this. But then I put it back down because it was that bad.
Yeah. I do DNF. Not probably as frequently as I should. It depends on how far I make it in. Like, honestly, I was thinking about DNFing Wuthering Heights, but like at this point, I have to write it out. I'm not going to DNF it. But if I DNF within the first 50 pages, then I'll be done.
Then you can say, I read Wuthering Heights and I'm like so much smarter than all you freaking losers.
No, literally. That's exactly why I'm doing it. So yes,
And you hit the
yes and no.
perfect.
Well, Natalie asked, what is your favorite series? This one kind of goes along with her previous question, but for me, obviously, ACOTAR is the top for me.
Yeah, you're so rude, Natalie. It's Twilight. Okay, got it. Got it. Get it. Good.
Okay, but the movies, do you feel like the movies were, you love the movies, huh?
I do love the movies. I will say, like, I just love who I was when I read Twilight.
I feel that.
Like you know, you're so young and you're so like impressionable, and I just loved it so much that that is my favorite series. Like it just is.
Yeah. It really depends on like where you are in life.
Yeah, and I was like a teenager, like just trying to find love. Like somebody, please love me. Edward Cullen, please walk into my classroom right now, please, please.
Of
Oh,
course.
is
Why
it going?
wouldn't
No,
he?
it's
Why
not.
wouldn't he?
Literally, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't actually a 21-year-old who was acting like a high schooler come?
Yeah.
Suki Waterhouse, you're alive.
I can't. Okay, well, this is really sweet. Also, shout out, we had a question from Lit and Loud Pod, which is another bookish podcast. I checked out their Instagram. They seem really cute and fun, so go check them out. But they asked us, what is the most rewarding part of starting the pod?
Cute. Okay,
Well,
I could go first.
okay, you go first.
For me, it's two-pronged. One, I feel like, well, one, Nikki and I talk all the time. Like, we should probably talk less. And I think if I would have moved to London and not had the pod, I think I would have been really lonely. Like, I think it gives us an opportunity. Like, we'll talk for a whole ass hour before we even start filming.
Yeah.
Like, we'll.
Yeah, which is
And it's
crazy
like,
because it's like
obviously,
so
we're
late there.
talking all the time, and like, I know what she's doing because I have her around my friends. Like, I know she's always doing it every hour of the day, but it's just nice to catch up and like do this for a whole hour. Like, I just feel like, I don't know, it's so special. And
Yeah.
obviously, talking about books, so glad when Nikki got into books, like, hallelujah, mama. Um, And yeah, just having someone talk about books, but also I think just like being able to talk to Nikki, like, ew, that's
I
disgusting.
know, that was mine. I was like, oh, this is gross. But I think it's like, it's hard because I was so sad. Obviously, you lived in New York for a while, which was hard because like that's still far. I mean, regardless, it's a flight away or whatever. But it was like sad when you moved away to London, you know? And so I
I
was like, oh,
know.
I just want to get to talk to my best friend on the phone. And so now we get to do this and it's really sweet and special. So I enjoyed that.
Yeah, it is. And it's so easy, like disgusting. It's so easy. Like I feel like we could talk about nothing.
No,
Which we
I like
do.
genuinely, like, actually, I'm genuinely shocked you guys are like, this is my favorite podcast because I'm like, why? Like, we are so stupid. So,
Sometimes we'll like cut the cameras and be like, I don't know what I just did for the last hour and a
oh,
half.
no, genuinely no. So, love y'all down and thank you for listening to us because we don't really know. Yeah, this is just our stream of
Yeah,
consciousness. And this is actually how we talk to each other off camera. So
yeah.
you're like one of the friends now. So congratulations, you're in. You're in.
You made it.
Yeah.
You're a chica.
Yes, literally. Well, oh, I just almost choked.
She choked on her lie.
Guys, I keep
She could
choking
say
on
you're
my
a chica.
spit. I'm sorry. So we're all over the place. Okay, guys, we got to wrap this up genuinely. Like, I'm so sorry it's taking this long. Also, like, I love you. Okay, next.
We gotta wrap this up. Okay, 7 more questions. Perfect.
Here we go. Julia said, if you were an author, would you rather write fantasy, romance, or thriller, and why? Julia,
Okay.
I shouldn't be writing any book. I've thought about it. One thing about me is I have this like crazy complex where I think I could actually do whatever I want. Like I have
You
blind
can.
confidence. Like you can. I really think that I could write a book. I have no business writing a book. I'd probably write a romance. I'm definitely not smart enough to write a fantasy and I don't have any good ideas for a thriller, so it would be a romance.
Yeah, I would also write. I said this is my answer. I am an author of my own life.
Well, you wanted to write a book for a minute.
Okay, no, I was gonna say I would write romance because I started outlining like a 3-book series of myself, Nikki, and Lindsay because we each met our boyfriends. Remember my outlines?
Yeah.
We each met our boyfriends in like just funny little ways
Yeah.
that I feel like it would be a good book.
It would be.
And again, people always ask how Ben and I met because if you see us together, you're kind of like, how did you end up together? Like you live in different continents. So I figured that was like a good story to tell. But I cannot write for shiz, but I do have outlines,
Yeah.
aka like a title and like maybe a soft plot.
Storyline. Yeah, no. Don't expect books out of us anytime soon. I will say that.
Yeah, I will tell you that right now.
Sorry. But it would be romance. Although I would have to do
Yeah.
closed door because no way I'm writing any smut for anyone I know to read.
Nobody needs to know that.
No. Kill me. Okay, Riley asked, if you could pick one book to get adapted as a movie, what would it be?
Okay, I chose 3 because I'm so bad at I can't choose one thing.
Okay, you go.
Okay, I chose Song of Achilles, Midnight Library, or The Things We Left Unfinished, which I talked about last time. I feel like that would be such a good movie.
That would be good. I would definitely say Song of Achilles, and Connor's story has to be Achilles. That's my only stipulation. Like,
Oh, that'd be good.
he would be perfect for Achilles. Perfect.
Yeah, you should tell him.
No, we need, guys, book talk. We need to rally around for this because that is a requirement. And I also think they could do that book justice. I didn't say Fourth Wing or ACOTAR because, and I know they've been working on adaptations. I just don't think they'll do it right, and I'm going to be disappointed. But I think they could do something.
I don't think so either. I don't need to be seeing that shiz. Like, that is not for me.
No.
Like, I have it in my head, the movie that I made in my head, 95% on Rotten Tomatoes.
But Connor's story, if you're listening, we need you as Achilles' brother. Please.
He's definitely listening.
No, I know he is. Guys, send this
Every time
to him.
you say Connor's story, I get confused because his last name is Story.
Yeah, like Connor's story. No, I love him so much. Ugh, Connor. Also, I don't know, Mariana, did you
3
see the
questions.
comment? Somebody commented on the pod and said, we definitely still care about Heated Rivalry. So the people are begging you to
know.
watch it so we can talk about it.
Okay, fine. I'll watch it. I just didn't know if it was relevant. Like, if you guys really want me to watch it, I will.
Okay, fine. I'll rewatch it. Fine. Stop asking me, guys.
Okay, nobody's asking. Okay, 3 more questions and then this is over. What is the most criminally underrated book?
I feel like I know what you're going to say.
What?
Strange Sally?
Yeah, I said Strange Salad.
Okay, that's not what I said because I thought you'd say that, but Strange Sally Diamond is heavily underrated.
I know.
Like, nobody
Everybody
talks
needs to read
about
Okay,
it.
and I also said What Happens After Midnight by K.L. Walters, which I love.
Oh, I mean, you love all of her
I
books.
won't shut my trap about that.
Yeah. I said Wayward by Amelia Hart because I know it's like definitely popular, but I feel like I do not see people talking about it as much as they should. I thought that book was so good. It's like about
Really? I
witches.
want to get it at like a charity shop. I don't want to pay full price.
I mean, it's out on paperback. It's so good, you guys. Wayward. If you have feminine rage, it is basically the embodiment of Who's Afraid of Little Old Me. That's like the vibes. It's giving Salem
that
witch trials.
song.
That's like the energy of the book. It's so good. And it's like dark and spooky and like
That's
cool.
the song that you should set for my rising sun moon.
Rage, yeah. Who's Afraid of Little Old Me? That's for sure. That is you.
Yeah, you pretty should be. I'll tell you that. Okay.
I am
Oh,
afraid.
sorry. Who? As you should. That question was from Tia.
Tia?
Tia.
Tia?
Tia.
Tihaya? Regardless, really beautiful
Definitely
name.
not Tihaya.
It looks like Tihaya. It's probably
I think
Taya.
Tia.
Tia or Taya.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for that question.
Thanks for that question. Emmy says fave and least fave romance tropes. You guys know that I hate a pregnancy trope. Ugh.
Yeah. I'm kind of over the single dad nanny. I get annoyed.
I was gonna say that was one of my favorites, only because of Fearless from the Chestnut Spring series. I love that book. So dirty.
I think my favorite is probably Enemies to Lovers, or I love fake dating. I feel like fake dating always hits.
Fake dating is cute.
Yeah.
I love one where he's obsessed.
Yeah, you like a
guys know.
golden retriever man. I kind of don't. I'm more like into grumpy sunshine. I like a grumpy man.
Yeah.
But also not
'cause
necessarily.
Ricky's grumpy.
Yeah, because Ricky's grumpy. Yeah. No, I feel like I like a sassy man, I guess would be a better way to put it. Like I want him to be a little sassy, like Zayden.
Yeah.
As I went with my tongue. Little Zayden. Guys, Zayden.
Oh, I'm dead.
Lizard gang in the comments. STG versus LG Lizard gang. Licky Lizard
LG.
gang. LLG,
No, okay, we're
STG.
moving on.
Okay.
Wait, last question, you guys. Also from Emmy. This is the last one. Are there any books that are similar vibe to Taylor Jenkins Reid? For recommendations, I guess.
Yeah. I would have to say the books that I've read that are the most similar is probably Kristen Hanna, because she does like somewhat historical fiction. Kristen Hanna definitely has like a darker undertone to her books, but I think it gave me similar feelings when I read like The Women and Nightingale as with some of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books. It's a little different, but I would say that I would probably recommend Kristen Hanna.
Yeah, I said, all I read last year was like Cowboy Smut, so like I can't really recommend a ton, but I said Wedding People was like, there's a good lesson, like a lot happened, it was like well written, and I saw someone picking it up at the bookstore the other day, and I was gonna be like,
that's a good one. Yeah,
I feel like Wedding People is kind of like that, a little bit less love and just more like, like a lesson to be learned.
Yeah.
And I also said Ministry of Time.
Oh, Ministry of Time feels different to me, but it's the same. I think if you enjoy Taylor Jenkins Reid, you might like Ministry of Time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where it's like
more serious, but with some romantic undertone.
Message, like obviously like I don't want to ruin any
atmosphere,
like non-readers, but like, the loves.
Okay. Yes.
The themes.
Maybe I would say Tom Lake by Anne Patchett. It's also kind of that like literary fiction, slightly historical context.
Yeah.
Any sort of historical fiction, I think. Even with what's his face, Things We Leave Unfinished is sort of like that.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. On my list, I was gonna buy it and then I put it back because I'm only buying intellectual books. The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros, which came out last year, I think.
I'm afraid of it.
No,
I heard it's so sad. Yeah.
But I want to read it, and it's on Kindle Unlimited, so that's why I didn't buy it.
Okay.
In the US.
Wow. Well, guys, here we are again. We've come to the end of the episode. I hope you guys liked that. Sorry, we just like blabbed for an hour. I hope you feel included and that was a fun episode. feel like a lot of people had questions, so we wanted to get to as many as we could.
Yeah.
Leave in the comments any of these questions that you feel called to answer. I would love to hear your answers, especially the bookish ones. Like,
Yeah.
what are your top favorite books? Let me know. What's your favorite series? Let me know. What's your favorite thing
No,
about
literally
us?
tell me.
Like, let me know.
Yeah,
Why
you
do you
can
love
say like
us? Like, give us compliments.
you can say like your favorite thing about me and like your least favorite thing about Niki.
Right. Well, if you like me better than Mariana, you could leave comments with snails in the comments. I'm trying to get this started. Snail Trail Gang STG, rise up into the comments. And guys,
We're not doing that.
we
I can't
are.
even cut it out because Niki edits the podcast.
That's right, baby. So I get the final say of what goes in. This is definitely going in. So STG stays up. Love you guys the most. Also, before we hop off, special shout out to our listener, Cindy, because she was the one who recommended that we do a Get to Know Us episode. So hopefully you enjoyed this. Please follow us.
And now you guys know, if only one of you asks, we will do it.
Yes, yeah. If anyone has any recommendations, please let us know. We will definitely film an episode for you. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on TikTok. Join us on Fable. That's where we're doing book club episodes, or like when we're, talking about book club. And join our Instagram broadcast channel. That's the place to be. That's where we do most of our day-to-day chit-chatting. So you'll have to go to my Instagram. It's Niki Dietrich. We're tagging everything below. I know it's confusing. We can't do a broadcast channel on our regular Instagram until we get to 10K followers. Really, really annoying. Okay.
So help us.
So please help us. Follow us. And we will see you guys next week for our book club episode. So I hope everybody's been reading last.
Yeah, I hope you guys are reading your book
caller.
because I definitely I'm like so on it. I own the book and everything.
Same. Like I'm so deep into First Time Caller. I'm loving it. Yeah, I hope you're doing better than us. And we'll see you guys next week. We love you so much.
I love you. I'm like so obsessed with all of you. Ooh.
Okay, bye. Bye, princess. Goodbye.